So a great set of numbers from Google overnight, or Alphabet as they're known on the stock market, looking up 3.5% with the market just about to open. But let's break down the numbers. If you think of it just as the search engine, then you would be right to be worried about the future of that business. However, they now have 1.5 billion users of their AI function, Gemini. Then you've also got YouTube. Some people think if Alphabet was ever made to split up and IPO YouTube off by itself, it could be worth up to $500 billion. And that's because their ad revenue came in strong yet again. And then you've got Waymo. Weekly trips in Waymo vehicles have increased by fivefold compared with where they were a year ago. 250,000 trips per week. And this was the first time that the CEO had ever been asked a question about Waymo on the conference call. That just shows you that it's now starting to become a slightly more significant part of the business. And don't forget Google Cloud as well, slowly building up the revenues there. So there are many parts to the business, and that's why it's so interesting. People are worried about the government taking a look at the potential monopolistic actions from the company. But when you start to break it down, perhaps the forgotten child of the Mag 7 sometimes, never really the ones that people rave about like Nvidia or Netflix or Apple or even Amazon. So what do you think of Google? Do you still use the search engine? I know I use Google Maps, Google Translate, but I must admit ChatGPT is becoming more helpful with everyday searches. What about you? Let me know in the comments how you think about Google. If you still think of it as the search engine, or you start to see Gemini plus YouTube plus Waymo starts to look interesting at only 18 times projected earnings.